Previously on rollnoevil.
Mr. Scratch, I have a proposal for you.
There was a reason I wanted you.
She shakes his hand.
We have a deal. In the bed, the same young man clutching a Sherlock Holmes book to his chest. The familiar resemblance is I'm Canny.
I am being chained by my parents, and then the next second I'm here, and I see Felicity, and I don't know where she is.
Just as I suspected. Felicity, closed her deal.
I do have one thing to show everybody, and then pull the journal out. Looks like we need to finish what the sisters started.
Whatever she did, she bought you time. You don't have the board, but you do have the planchette.
I don't know if I can trust you, but I will help you.
You will not escape this crimson light. I don't care how hard you try. The last of the pieces are protected.
Mr. Scratch is the demon that has been causing us all these problems.
How do we kill him?
Welcome to the Eddie arc, bitches.
That's why we're not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You
We
ain't
got
ready
a
for
couple
Eddie.
titles. We got a couple
We
title
do.
options. We have A Nightmare on Ed Street.
Oh,
We also got Great Ed Expectations.
okay.
Solid.
Where
solid.
was this? I forgot
Those
where
are
we
my
put
top
this.
two.
Those are the top two. I also thought of It's the Great Eddie Charlie Brown. So I like that one,
All right.
but I'm biased.
The Great Edpression.
Damn.
Pride and Edginess. I don't know.
Listen, you can't say my name and Edge at the same time. We're gonna give fan art folks way too much to work with.
Listen, I just make the campaign. I don't make the titles.
Of Mice
Oh,
and
I
Ed.
found the list.
Oh, go on.
The crepes of Ed.
Episode 6 or 7, Eddie probably dies or something.
Yeah.
Episode 6, Ravenway, like from My Immortal.
Okay.
That
The
being the whole
Misadventures of Eddie and probably Felix too.
I like that one.
Eddie goes to Betty, parentheses, use this if I die.
Let's see which one we've chosen.
Eddie takes 7 points of damage featuring Fallout Boy.
I can't wait to see which one was chosen. A little behind the scenes. I have no idea what's going to be chosen. As soon as we're done recording, I lay on the ground and I forget everything.
I have
So-
the power.
Yeah, dude has the power.
I name the files.
Editor extraordinaire.
Our files.
Our files. All right. Awesome. Last we left off, our wayward heroes lost one of their own. Rip Felicity, wherever she may be. But we've gained a new friend, Felix, who we've only heard of, so shout out to him. I don't know. I can't wait to meet him too. I have no idea.
Technically, we did meet him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a nice moment with Ed at one point. and-
Yeah. Took a book. Eddie took his book like a middle school bully.
Yeah,
Still
we
wearing.
exchanged some
Pretty
books.
sure he's still wearing pajamas.
I
Yeah.
think he's almost certainly wearing pajamas and not Alexander's coat, because Alexander's coat disappeared with
Yeah.
Felicity.
That's
Yeah.
That's his Sunday best.
That's a real tragic loss, was that coat.
Yeah. Rip Felicity and rip Alexander's jacket.
That was his only good coat.
Felix will buy you a new.
Had a picture of his family in that pocket.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
His totally alive family.
The only photo of his family.
Yeah, must I remind that photography isn't as available then as it is now. So
Everybody goes back up to the bedroom where they found Felix, and they see that they had totally forgotten that Felicity had definitely put the coat on the chair, and everything is fine.
Felicity got a little
retcon.
toasty before she sacrificed herself.
Yeah.
Trying to be comfortable.
Also, what kind of pajamas is he wearing? Like the stick nightgown with the cap?
He doesn't have a
And
cap,
the candle.
but
The honk
it
shoe,
probably
Yeah, the honk
9000.
shoe.
it's definitely the honk shoe. It probably came with the cap, and he just he wasn't allowed the cap in the dungeon that he was locked in, but like it probably came with a matching cap.
Yeah.
True, hats do get in the way of human sacrifice.
No caps in the
Yeah.
dungeon.
So he's totally like full on don't wake daddy.
Oh, like it's the blue and white stripe, like knight. Yeah, 100%.
He's full on Ebenezer Scrooging it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Does
this
he-
man
Featuring
doesn't
Jim
have
Carrey.
shoes.
Yeah, it definitely probably not it's probably one of those 90s that doesn't also have pants. Like he probably is bare-legging it out here.
Episode 6, Albrecht conjures shoes for Felix.
I was like, this
And
man
that's the
doesn't
title.
have shoes. Can't wait to see which one is picked. So, we left off with yous talking in the hallway and, gathering to discuss what you all have learned as you kind of split up during the last campaign session a bit. So, we left off with yous, gathering your senses and figuring out what to do next.
I think that we were sitting around the dining room, laying all this shit out.
Yeah, planning to go in the basement, I think.
Think we're in the kitchen.
Oh, with the steamy towels.
Oh, you're so right. We are in the kitchen because I wanted a fucking snack.
Yeah,
Yes.
yous are there.
We needed sustenance.
Yeah, his first meal in 20 years.
A year.
Just clarifying, while I did that entire intro spiel, you have gathered into the kitchen both to try to grab a snack, try to heal yourselves, and come up with a clear plan of what you need to do.
I'll also say, for reminding, fun fact for the audience who may be listening, it has been 3 months since we've recorded our last session, so we're all trying our best right here. Second of all, I think also just as a little thing is reminder that Felix is the younger twin of Felicity, younger by 5 minutes, but because he's been elsewhere, he's a year, technically he's been out, Felix has been dead for a year, so he's about 18 years old, whereas Felicity was about 19, so he's
Minus
still kind
10
of a
years.
baby. But he's 18. Ignore the peanut gallery audience.
Teen.
Thank you very much. It's been nice talking to you, audience.
He's 8 teens.
Yes. He's 8 people in
in
one
Eight
old
people in a
Victorian
trench coat.
set of pajamas.
he was
Oh, these
spooky
greasy
ghost as a
teens.
little boy. Little boy spooky ghost, but real boy. He's a real boy now.
We are only professionals on this podcast. For all the viewers and listeners, it'll be insert release schedule time frame here since the last episode. But for us, it has been 3 months. There has been moving. There has been life. There has been everybody. Just read your new addresses.
Just dox yourself.
Followed by our
Just dox
social
yourself.
Social
security.
security number and
This is my
Yeah,
mother's
number
maiden
it.
name.
I would also like to point out, probably the monster mesh will be posted first
Yeah.
around
I was
or
gonna
on
say, yeah, by-
Halloween, which
by this
we
time.
recorded
A year ago.
a year ago. And I ended up playing a very similar character, not realizing it until I started editing the Monster Mash during
Editing?
the 3-month break.
You did the match.
He did the
Things
most.
go bump in the But yes.
But anyways, I think we're in the kitchen, and we
You're in the
talked
we're in
kitchen.
the kitchen.
We're in the
And we talked
kitchen.
to-
Felix ate, went out into the hallway to throw a table,
I was angry.
Came back.
And,
Came back.
and
Came
that's
back
where
and
we
was-
ended.
Oh wait, and I said, how do we
And-
kill him?
Yes, and we ended on that lovely cliffhanger. And now 3 months later, we answered that question.
Oh,
So,
Hello.
so Eddie leans in to answer the question and says, "I don't know."
3 months. 3 months.
And we will see you 3 months later for the next
That's a
episode.
wrap.
Yeah.
And that's
But I think at this point, we've all mutually decided that we have a monster to kill and we have a midnight to decrimson.
Yeah.
we got an item to get.
And we have
Yeah.
one item
Yes.
remaining.
I'll
so-
set the scene while you think about next steps as well. You're in the kitchen. Felix had flipped the table. He was so angry and upset learning what Felicity had really sacrificed. Both herself for the sake of her brother, and a family memento from Alexander by accident because she was wearing Alexander's coat.
Rip that family.
The kitchen is, you can definitely see that shit had went down from really the first interaction you had with this horrendous landscape that you had accidentally fallen into. Outside and through the window, the sky is red. It isn't pink, it isn't light anymore. It's dark. It almost looks like twilight, but the sky is like a bright red shade. It's not quite midnight, but it's close. The haze that almost covered the area from obscuring your vision outside is closing in. It almost looked like thick fog that is slowly engulfing everything. Time is running out.
Okay. So let me get this straight. So there's everybody brought a different item to this seance, which I get, like, of course Felicity would go to the seance because of course she would. She was always the one for the drama. But okay, other than that, so everybody brought an item to the seance, and from what we heard from, and I'm sorry, did you tell me that you happen to do magic? Because you're an actual wizard? Because if so, I definitely want to, make sure that I get your address and give you a call, or call upon you after this event, because I have many questions about the concept of magic and what that exists in this natural world. But our magician here has said that if we gather those items back, we might get a way out of this. Did I get what everybody just talked about right?
Essentially, yes.
We all shrug.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all kind of shrug, and I very lovingly go, "Wizard boy, are they right?"
Accent gone.
Yeah, the accent is completely gone.
It's the best chance we've got.
All right, so if I'm understanding this correctly, does everybody still have their items? Like, we've been through fights, we've been through monsters and ghosts and sudden sibling disappearances.
Well, Norma technically does not have hers because hers hurts her. So whoever ripped it off of her, I would assume, has it.
Well, I have your locket. I took it off after that whole incident, so just keep that safe here with me.
I'm not letting go of this book.
Rightfully so.
Alexander?
He'll kind of thumb the necklace with the ring.
Okay, for some reason I thought the item was the picture of your family, and I was like, are we gonna have to go to the fucking Shadow Realm to get this
I totally
back?
just added that in just to twist the knife.
And Albrecht?
He'll pull the book out of his bag.
Right, so 2 books, 2 necklaces.
Well, it's
One's
the
a ring.
wedding ring.
Yeah, it's the ring is the item.
Yeah.
Got you.
It's hers, so he keeps it on a necklace.
3 months.
And Atticus, yours was the list,
Yes.
right? Okay, so we have everything except for mine.
So from what I understand, from what I've gathered from what you all have said, that this is gonna this burgundy mid evening, what was it called? Burgundy evening?
Crimson Midnight.
Yes. Thank you, my dear. The Crimson Midnight. That was how this whole thing started, and that's how this is going to end. But how do we kill? Does this kill that thing?
No, this would be our escape out.
Well, I'm not leaving, and I'm not giving this book up until we do.
We don't know really who it was that we were communing with during the first seance. We have an idea, and there was a lot of different voices happening there, but I wonder, could we ask? Could we go to the board and with all of our items see who it was that we were talking to and see if they know how to kill these demons? Or is that too risky?
I mean, it's something. I'll be honest, I don't really...
Couldn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look outside. It's as red as the wizard boy is magical.
This is a Emily, not a Felix thing. Atticus, aren't you a demon hunter?
I mean, he's a
kill demons.
Look, no one said he was a good demon hunter.
Yeah. I mean, look at the situation we're in.
I was wondering, as you're like, it's like, I don't know.
How do we kill this demon? I mean, Felix would know this, but me, Emily, sitting here like, pretty sure someone on our team knows how to kill demons.
Yeah, but no one likes Atticus.
You know, that's fair.
Atticus is probably our most sus character at the moment.
Yeah.
And has done nothing to try and rectify that. I need that established.
Also, complete side note, I was trying so hard not to laugh at you, Jen, for sitting in your chair, holding your mic like you were taking a dick pic. So we were like...
You just were going back and forth, and I'm like, let me pop a squat.
Yeah, just over here vibing. Okay, I think I have a story way that we can bring some of this stuff to light. So we may not know who it was that we were communing with. We may not know entirely what the results are, but it's the best chance that we've got. The only thing that I can think of is if we are able to break these contracts. Does anyone here know anything about contracts? I'd say I do, but I signed all of mine without reading them, and that's how I ended up in this mess.
Well, I never made a contract.
I don't have a contract either.
No, some of you, it wasn't you.
I'm an asterisk.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah.
I think mine said,
I
have one note written where it says like interesting party or something.
Interesting. Because we have a list.
You have the
and
list.
this list is binding
Fucking
a lot
look
of
at
things.
the list.
I look at the list, but it's been 3 fucking months. I don't remember
I'll
what's on the
tell you
goddamn
what's
list.
on the list.
Then tell me, oh mighty dungeon master.
Copyright gamekeeper.
Keeper of the crypt.
Voice from the sky.
Ghost host?
Tell me, gamekeeper.
Call me Ghost Host.
All right, ghost host with the most toast. Go on.
Eddie looks at the list, and on the list is, as it was before, where on one side, on the right-hand side, it's a list of names that now you recognize as, you know, of the more biblical sense. They're names that you know are from, you know, demons as well, and you can see, like, a few of them even say, like, scratch. On the left side, it says certain names. Some of them are some of the people in this party. Some are ones that are related. Some are just strangers you have never heard before. It's a list that isn't directly owned by those who are there. In the center between them is a little blurb about what is being solidified between the two. So you can see, in this case, on the left-hand side, Felicity's parents' names. On the very right side, the name of a demon.
Kevin.
Canonical.
Canonical Kevin.
Canonical Kevin.
And then on the right-hand side is the name of the demon, and in between it is basically firstborn in exchange for fertile land. So in this case, originally, as you remember from the first time you had seen the list, all the way back in Atticus's mind, where it had been firstborn, and then it had been Felix's name on top, as if to, you know, substitute, that is now fully gone. Now it is in the same unending sentence of that deal. The rest that you look upon, everybody else, those who made contracts, are there.
I think the thing with that was that it was like, because Felicity's parents had, like, there was an original deal that was the firstborn, and then Felicity's parents had altered the deal to, instead of be the firstborn, it was Felix, but then Felicity undid that, so now it's no longer edited.
Yes.
I think it was like the
It's like a scratch out on a scratch out on a scratch out.
It basically, the scratch out has been erased now that the original contract
Mr.
has been
Scratch no more.
built.
That's why he's called Kevin.
Why is
That's why he's called Kevin. So, call it pattern recognition. but I feel that every single time we've gotten close to getting one of our items, we've seen some form of demon or demon pimp to demon wares. There's always something that comes up. They have to be trying to stop us. They have to be trying to prevent us from this. And whether or not it kills them still remains to be seen, but I think our best bet is to get all the items. And we are so dangerously close.
Felix sort of looks up and says, I don't think that's good enough for me. I need some amount of guarantee or proof or evidence or something that this is going to do any harm, right? Because otherwise, right, the other option, you have this list and all of these deals, right? This is probably some sort of currency or fuel or something that, you know, maybe they don't want us to escape because they don't want a precious resource to go by. I don't think that doesn't necessarily mean it will hurt or it will kill them. I want to know how I can make this person who hurt my sister die. And like I said, I am not giving you my book until we have something for that.
Atticus, if finding my item brings them out, what are our odds?
So I've personally never been in a situation this dire. My job usually involves stopping the terms from being made. And I've never actually broken a contract before, so I don't really know the mechanisms behind that. But I think that's going to be our best bet. We're going to need some extra supernatural help here.
Because we fought the ghost that was puppeteering Norma at one point. We did damage to that one, didn't we?
Felix wants to look at Albrecht and says, can I take a look at your... this... You said it was a spell book?
Of a sorts, yes.
Can I see if there's anything demon relate? Can I just... I'm good with... Can I just flip through, check the index for demons real quick?
Felix is the only one who knows how to fucking read.
Can I bust out the Dewey Decimal real quick?
Can I want to do... I'm trying to think about the move, if there's a move for this. It's, I guess, investigate a mystery.
Yeah,
actually roll some goddamn dice in this game. Roll some dice.
We have dice.
Oh, wait, it's a tabletop.
Yeah, you could just use your moves.
First roll of the episode.
I want to investigate a mystery to see if there's something like in the book that would help us kill the demon.
Okay.
This is the best I got, guys. If this doesn't work, I don't know. Oh God, come on, good dice. That's a 7, just barely enough, right, for a sharp investigative mystery. A 7.
So it is, as you flip through the book, it is written in Latin. It's written in Latin.
Well,
however, you can at least know what's going on. You can't read it fully, but you can at least flip through where you know that you get to a page about, demonology. It is the Book of Faust. It is the ultimate book of knowledge. Shout out to me for reading the fucking story again, because I was like, I know this is...
On the back.
I would like to pat myself on the back.
Shout out to Jen for
she
reading.
deserves it. Hell yeah.
Good
Yeah,
job.
reading Rainbow.
Thank you, viewers, for listening as Drew bullies me.
Like a LeVar Burton over here.
I try to make a nice, fun story for my friends. I want them to have fun, and I get it.
Hey,
We are having fun.
Thank you for making this story.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? Norma heals a point.
Yeah, thank you for making the story, but fuck you for reading.
Norma gets
Research.
that's a canonical point back of health.
Fuck yeah.
Oh shit.
Damn, okay. Roll for gratefulness.
Mine's negative.
Would you be surprised that my report cards in school said pleasure to have in class?
Not a little bit.
Teacher kiss ass?
It's okay. Mine said enthusiastic, and I feel like that says a lot.
Yeah, I never said that I was a fair DM. I said that I was a DM.
So you read the book.
Yeah, so, okay, the Book of Faust.
It is the
You
Book of
read the Book of
Faust.
Faust.
So it is the Book of Knowledge. So everything is in there. It is in Latin. But Felix can at least understand that, like, all right, this is where I need to go. You see elegant drawings of different demons. You see script written about specific areas that they deal in. You know what part you need to get to. the pages that describe what you're talking about, you see an image of a planchette and a rather old, almost completely outdated from what the rest of you saw earlier, a Ouija board. You cannot read it though. You know who can read it. The person who had the book.
I immediately turned to Albrecht and I'm like, can you translate this? I mean, I can see a few of the root words. You know, I've only been taking Latin for a few years now, so I'm not nearly, as proficient as you might be, but I would love to, again, I really would love to call on you after this to really pick your brain. But can you, for now and these purposes, be able to read this book?
That is very much Felicity's run.
It's uncanny.
Albrecht, a little unsure, will be we'll reach out to grab the book and be like, yes, sure, and then start running his fingers across the pages, and then relays the information because I certainly don't know Latin.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Wonderful, thank you.
As you trace the pages, the ink text almost begins to glow a little bit, almost like this very, very, very faint red hue. And there you recite to the others that the one thing that all folklore has really gotten right about over the eons is their main goal is to make deals, to gather the souls of those who are foolish enough to take them up on that offer. You see there that there are some demons who specialize in certain types of deals almost. It's almost equivalent to real life businesses in a way, where it's like, all right, this is a person that is responsible for this, and you can see that they all report to the same man. A man
Kevin.
who has been...
Sorry.
Asmodeus.
Kevin.
Hey, Evan.
All right, I'll let that one slide.
Kevin and his ledger.
Sorry, Jen, I'm sorry, but
Sure, fine.
So it's like real life business.
yeah.
Yeah.
Real life business.
It's equivalent to that, where you can almost see that certain sections are responsible. Like, certain demon heads are almost specified into one area, but they all report to the same boss. A man who has never had a description, because there really is no description for them. The only things that are known are that they wear a crown of darkness and shadow. Their eyes watching you, waiting for you to do whatever desire fueled your greed and ignorance. Some call him the devil. Some Lucifer. Some call him Satan. He prefers a rather unassuming of name, especially within the newer ages of Mr. Scratch.
Waiting for.
I saw him start to
Yeah, just waiting for the time.
It's
What
a
other
very
name does he go
unassuming
for?
name.
Very.
Also, not surprising at all that capitalism exists in hell.
I was just gonna say,
know-
you can decide whether or not to keep this in, but did you really Brennan Lee Mulligan us and make capitalism the bad guy?
Yes!
Hell is really just a waiting line at the DMV.
Corporate America is the big bad.
Honestly,
Always.
Yeah, so Albert, you read fully, and you get to the part that almost seems hastily written. The rest of the book is in rather fine script, but this part is a bit more rushed, slanted. You can tell it was a later edition where they had written, whether it be Faust or another person foolish enough to take the book. There are many ways that they tell you to get rid of a midnight. They are lies. The only way is to end it the way that you began. Do it quickly. I do not know if this is salvation, but it is the quickest way. It is the clearest of hypotheses to breathe another day. May God be with you, and if not, I will see you within the pits of hell.
That was not helpful. That was not helpful. That did not tell us how to kill a demon.
Hellfire. Hellfire.
Well, I mean, I don't Don't think you can kill the devil.
God have mercy on her.
The devil.
I mean, I almost did a southern accent, like to mirror off yours. No, I feel like it's not southern.
That was not southern at all.
Well, then whatever, your drawl. I'm sorry.
I lost it. I'm making it up.
You're trying your best. But that doesn't. You understand? Like, does anybody else understand like the conundrum I am faced with here? Right? Like, it's not. It doesn't feel it doesn't seem worth it to just leave, right? Because what good does that do? Because then, this person, this thing, this devil will just go on and make a deal with somebody else, and somebody else is going to have to lose something, right? Like, us leaving? What's the point?
This might be a dumb, out of game question. Is there a goal for having us here? Is it just to collect on the debts of the collective people, or is there a bigger thing that we're waiting for in the final episode that you can't tell us?
No.
Because you saying what is the point? I was just like, wait, what? Actually, why are we here?
I was here talking to my wife.
Yeah, remember the seance when one of you had the bright idea to break the fucking table and the board when the sisters were starting to reign back?
Okay, so we fucked it up.
We're
fucked
it
on
up.
Our own
Yeah,
okay.
we totally caused
that
it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So we are squatters.
Yeah, I want you to know something. This is a meta level, and maybe, you know what, to put this in at the finale afterwards, this was recorded on September 17th.
The year of our Lord, 2023.
I Baldur's Gated this shit where, if yous had just kind of let them do their thing, this would have been finished. The sisters were beginning to get control back as, the elites they are. And then one of you had the bright fucking idea to break the goddamn board.
You're welcome.
Episode 6, it was secretly Norma's fault.
Yeah, this is the point is literally you've got yourself in this shit.
God damn it. Okay.
Do we realize this?
That's a better question.
Probably not.
Can we read a bad situation to
see if
we cause this?
I want Norma to read a bad situation real quick.
Yeah,
as
if this is all her fault, she's gonna have.
Am I the baddie?
Am I the baddie?
I also have a lore accurate way we can probably get out of this, but we'll follow up with this. I want to see what Norma's reaction is.
That is a 9.
As soon as Felix says this, just why are we here? Norma, the memory of the board being broken, you start to let something sink in. What was the point? Was the point specific towards you? And that creeping feeling is starting to flood your cheeks to be a bright, embarrassing red? Did this just happen because you all were just as foolish as the book said, where not only did you make a deal, but your greed brought you back to the table where the deals could be read yet again? Was this something of your own doing? The rest of you can visibly see her face flooding red.
Eddie backs up because he's afraid of Wolf Norma
Fair.
coming back.
Are you, Miss? Are you okay?
It's all my fault. It's all my fault. We were never supposed to be here. We were just going to talk to our loved ones. I was just going to talk, and you just asked why we're all here. It's all my fault. I caused this. I broke the board. I thought it would release the sisters. I thought it would fix everything, but I damned us instead. I damned Felicity. It's all my fault again. It's all my fault again.
Felix just puts sort of kind of awkwardly, because does kind of awkwardly pat, it's pat. Puts a hand on.
You did what you thought was best. Play the hand you dealt.
Eddie would like to roll on a hunch.
Go on.
I'm gonna roll a different set of dice because that was not even a d12.
What was
Like,
that? You're
I
just
got an 18.
Natural 20.
The devil dies.
This is how we kill them
Yeah.
out there. Guys, we got it. We figured it out.
So a hunch would be a 9 plus sharp. That's a 10. My hunch is that if it was just Norma's fault, they wouldn't be trying to kill all of us.
Your hunch is correct. It almost, in a way that you feel it, but you know that you can't even tell if it's a true feeling, the list that you swiped off of Atticus seems to burn in your pocket. And then suddenly you're starting to piece it together. The list was there. A person who was chosen to actually be a sacrifice for a family was there. A man holding a book he was not aware is listed in fables and warnings was there. A man who witnessed one of the most gruesome of deals being made is there. And you, someone who doesn't even really understand the true extent of their contract, was there. This was the most of unfateful meetings. It was the culmination of you all coming there because you could not leave the dead where they lay, and pushing the boundaries of what really mortals should deal with. It, sadly, was bad luck.
But wait a minute. Every single time that we've tried to get one of our items back, we've been met with the utmost opposition. They're not trying to just kill us. They're trying to get our things from us at any cost. This is the most intelligent thing Eddie will say the entire campaign.
Eddie snaps back. Where was I?
Eddie snaps back to
a
reality.
Raven Baxter like vision.
I get, but my understanding is though, right, that the items are our way out. So the reason they're protecting the items is so that we can't leave. I don't know if there's any inherent benefit. I mean, this is just a book. Like, this is just can I investigate my Sherlock Holmes book to see if I notice anything like special or weird or crazy or different about it?
I want Albrecht to roll investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Ooh. Tasty.
This is sharp, right?
Yes.
I start looking and Albrecht is like, oh.
He gets a brain blast
Maybe I
now.
should-
The brain blast is traveling.
That would be a 9.
You start to get kind of an idea of where Eddie is going. You immediately open the book once more. You flip through the pages like to read about the demons and such, but you also, as you go there, you start looking for any word of the Crimson Midnight. But as you read before, they just call it the Midnight. You start going there and you scour the pages till you find it. There you see just a little blurb of the Midnight. And from there, you can't really decipher what they're saying, but you do remember from before the seance even began the warning that the sisters gave you about how once the clock runs out, they claim you as well. Fresh souls for their dealings with none of the work on their end being done. These are flies that have just wandered into their trap and they want to reap the reward.
Do you see something, boy?
Yeah. Albrecht?
Hold on, let him cook.
the light bulb that's flickering. Yeah.
We are in the kitchen after all.
There's a burnt towel somewhere.
Somewhere.
There is a burnt towel.
It's still on fire.
Like,
No, it's not.
Just
Ash.
smoldering in the corner.
Yeah, it's smoldered now.
Felix, why is there a pile of ash in the corner? Eddie, don't ask.
Don't talk about it.
Let
Ask
him
you
cook.
already.
Don't ask about the frying pan shaped dent in Albrecht's forehead.
One of my 2 harm.
Anyway.
So if we don't get out here, they get what they want. They get stronger. They get us, our souls. We have to get out. I understand wanting to kill them, but staying here only helps.
I think Eddie has a better idea.
Does Eddie say this?
No, yes, Eddie says this out loud.
Third person.
Remember, I'm a radio host. I speak in the third person. Eddie has an idea.
Go on.
Do I need to roll for this?
No, you
or
can
do I say the idea?
You can just say the idea. If the rest of you can decide if you want to go with the idea, and then if that's the case, Eddie, you can manipulate players.
Fair. If I'm understanding this correctly, if we run out of time, we're here forever. And if we're here forever, they get the items that they want.
I think we're the items. I don't think the items are important. I think we're important.
Well, I definitely shouldn't have that list. They've been looking for a while.
Small Victorian child, I love you. However, I think the Book of Infinite Knowledge is slightly more important than your dead sister.
No. Oh.
I'm just gonna pop a squat again.
Everyone takes a step back.
I think that I should, Felix already has a 0 tough, but I think that he fucking swings at, he takes a moment. I think this is what happens. Felix looks at him, and he kind of breathes, and, pauses for a moment, and, really thinks about it, and then goes for the swing. I don't think it's an instinctual. I think it's he tries to talk himself out of it, and then isn't able to. So
roll some kick some ass.
Roll some kick some ass on punching him in the face.
Can I roll for act under
Shake a
pressure?
flannin. Shake a flannin.
Yeah, sharp
I
a
got it.
flamingo.
Shake a fucking Felix is gonna shake a flannin. It's a 7 because I've 0 tough, so that's
All right, then.
I
Okay,
got.
now, Eddie, you can roll for act under pressure.
10.
Oh. You swing with the power of a Victorian child.
He's 18.
The power of a
With a
weak
sickly
18-year-old Victorian child.
Okay. In the
He's
power
I just want
of
the-
an
I wanna
18-year-old
catch the
man
fist.
who has been dead for a year.
Thank you.
Your fist has more power than the rest of your body. It just takes Eddie to step a bit back, and you just go tumbling to the floor.
I immediately help Felix up.
Thank you. I think he looks. This is thank you. Thank you, miss. But he and then he looks back at Eddie and is like, I apologize for letting the anger take the best of me. However, I do believe that you were out of line, and that was not the point that I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make was about exactly what the book said. If you were listening to what the wizard had just told us, you were saying that we are the prizes. Our souls that have wandered into their flytrap is what they want. Yes, I'm sure this book is nice and important, and yes, I'm sure that this list is this whatever list that you're talking about happens to be important, right? But I think that in terms of what we're going for is that we are important, and therefore the items is our ticket out of here. So if they take away the ticket, then therefore we cannot leave. I don't think that my Sherlock Holmes book happens to be, something that this Kevin particularly cares about.
And you might be right. You might be. However, if we are what they want and we have a ticket out, I have a plan. We have to hold what they want for ransom. That is how we're going to get our head honcho, Mr. Scratch Kevin himself, in front of us. That is how we're going to get every single one of them in the same room. And if a seance is what got us here, and a broken seance at that, then a perfect seance can make all of this go away.
It's a risky plan. This Mr. Scratch, he's a pretty devious person.
He's the devil.
Last time I checked, even the Book of Infinite Knowledge had no idea what to do. I'm not hearing any better ideas.
I don't think we need to ransom the items, but we try and get out. I think he'll try and stop us himself.
Only one way to find out.
First, we need to
We
get
need the
your
last item. Will you all accompany me to the basement? That sounded creepier than I meant it to be.
Come play with
Someday,
me.
I was thinking of when me and you worked at our internship and you were editing audio for an Edgar Allan Poe audiobook or whatever, and we're going crazy. Just one day she accompanied me to the one day she accompanied me.
For background on this, is a complete side note, and you do not have to keep this in the episode. I was reading, what was it? The one with the heart and the floorboards.
Telltale Heart.
Telltale Heart. And there's one line that was read by Sir Christopher Lee, where he says, "One day she accompanied me to the cellar."
But it had a rhythm.
But I accidentally hit loop during recording, and it just started going, "One day she accompanied me to the one day she accompanied me to the one day
It was
she
a
accompanied me to
good
the
beat.
I'm just gonna have a random Edgar Allan Poe remix for every single season now. We'll find a way. I don't know how we're gonna do it for season 2, which
You could say we'll find a Raven way.
Oh!
I think we just found the name of the side series.
Amazing.
Nevermore.
All right, you Edgar Allan hoes, let's go to the basement.
Before we go, Alex will pull out his knife and kind of hold it to Magic Boy, like loose. Like, can you do what you did to my pistol?
I'll give it a shot. And...
Roll to use magic.
Oops.
Yeah, are we just all gonna pack a punch our shit with Albrecht right now?
We have a frail Victorian child
8.
with no weapons.
So that was gonna be my question. Is
Does it work?
Jen,
I need you to
gotta
bless
talk
this
to you.
man's fists.
No,
Bless these hands.
I was gonna say like I'm guessing that like Felicity's pocket knife or all like her pocket purse like went with her. Like I don't think she
you
put it
have
down.
nothing. You don't
But-
have shoes.
No. But I think she was holding a silver candlestick at one point that she had picked up, and I think it's not outside the realm of possibility that she would have set that down.
Yeah, but you didn't grab it.
Can I go grab it?
Go grab one of the ones from the
Go up
hallway.
another
BRB.
floor.
Yeah, you want.
Well,
you want.
first, does the magic work on the knife?
What were you trying to do, Albrecht?
What did we do last time? I think we did like holy magic.
You made the gun
Holy-
holy.
Yeah. So I rolled an 8. Whatever
You-
that gives us.
You put the same enchantment, but the weariness of basically the entire day
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
is starting to weigh on you, where the charm is not as strong as it was prior. You do bless it, but the blessing will not hold. That additional damage or strike will just be for the first time that it makes contact with an enemy.
Good enough. And Alex will like flip it in his hand and pass it to Felix.
Oh.
Oh,
There you go.
oh.
He's got a knife, no shoes.
No shoes.
A knife, no shoes, and a honk shoe.
Fucking goblin mode over
I
here.
think Felix looks at it and like looks back at him, and he kind of like I think he holds it like this is a spoon, but it's like I feel like he holds it kind of like
Daintily.
thanks. I think the most
Clearly
he's
has
ever-
never held a weapon.
Doesn't know where to put it because he's wearing fucking
Well, I'm
pajamas.
not gonna give him that's like giving a toddler a gun.
He's got no pockets.
You got no pockets.
I think he's got no pockets. I
No
think it's like-
pockets,
it's
no
like the most-
shoes. Knife.
The most he's ever done is he's probably like he's probably chopped a few things, but like chopping is very different than like
Yeah, but you know I
Stabby
hold it by
stab.
chopping.
kind of.
You
So
know
he's
how to
holding
hold
it
it like a
hill.
knife.
I think he holds it and then he kind of like adjusts it to like how he would chop something, and then he like
That's so funny.
he pretends to do some stabby motions, but they just look like chops. And it's like, no, you go this way.
Yeah, Alex will like correct him like the grandpa.
And he just kind of nods and says, thank you, sir.
That's special. I want it back.
Okay. Felix doesn't know about the jacket or the photo, so he's like, okay, of course. Like,
You Andersons keep stealing my shit.
I want you to roll act under pressure because I want to see where you put the knife.
okay,
This is just from me.
Let me pull up.
I wouldn't think he would just hold it.
He's gonna hold it in the
I
booty
know,
cheek.
but I want him to feel so bad.
Is act under pressure cool?
Yeah.
Then it's an 8.
Okay. You know from books that it should go like in like a pocket or like a hill or something, but you don't have one, but like you're already committed to the movement, so you just kind of like tear it through like the clothes, so that way it's a little hole and the knife is just in the hole.
That seems. Oh my god. I think he does that and he looks at it. He goes, "Aw."
It's like it's in there, like it's a hole that you like punctured so you can just keep it in there, but like it's clearly not what you should have done.
Just like nods and just pats it.
Just hold it. Just hold it.
It's like, no,
I'm probably gonna use it. Just hold it.
I'm just picturing the Polar Express kid with a hole in his goddamn robe. Just a massive knife wound on the side.
That's what I was so hoping for.
All right, so Felix got a blade.
All right. This is your time to like get shit like ready.
I don't even remember what weapons I have.
Can I grab a towel and wrap a cut to use a first aid kit to heal?
Yes, I will allow you to wrap the wound.
Felix will help you. How's that? That'll be a thank you for the knife. He helps you wrap up the wound.
Aw, bonding.
Jen, did I ever get my knife back after the normal fight?
No.
Oh, Felicity probably stole it.
Shit.
Yeah, Felicity took it.
Anything that's missing, Felicity has it.
Yeah, Felicity debuffs the entire fucking...
No, it went into a wall, I think.
I think it did go to a wall, actually.
And then
What floor were we on? Are we close enough that I can grab that on the way down?
We were on the second floor with all that stuff. We're on the first, and we have to go to the basement.
Shit, I don't want to go all the way back up.
Yeah.
That's a whole different arc.
You can look around the kitchen. You're still in a kitchen.
there's knives in the kitchen.
Can I look around the kitchen and find that random long rifle that I had in my equipment?
Oh, by the way.
That has just been on your person.
I've had it this whole time?
Yeah. I was wondering why you didn't use it. The same thing with like the dagger and other stuff you just like pulled out.
Does someone want a long gun?
how about like it was like one of those like things that's like displayed on one of those guns that's like
yeah, we'll say that.
And
We'll
you just
say
take
that
it
for
down.
this one.
I have a hunting rifle.
Blunderbuss looking ass.
Actually, Felix actually like when trades you out the knife is like, I've actually been hunting. Like,
Well, just for the sake of, sorry, relevance, because you had these weapons. Fucking Atticus came in with a javelin.
Yeah, but it was like in a cane and he was, yeah.
We know about the spear.
You've had it. So just for the sake of it, because you just remember, you look around the kitchen, there is like a rifle that is displayed over a door that you can grab.
But the knife is holy and the gun isn't, and the whole I don't want
The
to.
gun,
I don't know.
the gun is holy
But the
in a
gun can
different
make
way.
someone holy.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh.
Look, whoever takes the rifle, the other person gets the knife.
Does anybody else not have a weapon other than me? Because I think everybody else has weapons. Is the problem?
My claws and my bite are my weapon.
Yeah, you can try.
I have my gun. I have a Albrecht moment to throw his way.
I got my holy gun.
Can I just take both?
You also do spot the frying pan that once hit Albert in the forehead.
Yes, I'm so glad you picked up on this when I said throw it his way. Albrecht, in honor of our minorly cordial friendship, would you do me the honor of blessing this blunt object?
The holy frying pan.
Under the guise that I promise it will never turn upon you or your forehead again.
Albert, you rub your forehead, but there is a bruise.
The slight dent.
There's like an egg bump.
Yeah, you got
myself
Give
on the
Looney
color
Tunes
guard
unicorn
flag.
horns.
That gave me a big egg bump on my forehead. I would think a frying pan would do more.
Yeah, you have quite a noticeable lump on your head that the others are just nicely not pointing out.
Yeah, Norma's got
He's gonna
blood
take it
around
to
her mouth
enchant
from
it.
biting Ed, so she's not gonna judge.
Yeah.
He'll take it. Above table, as part of this enchantment, if it ever gets thrown at Albrecht, can I have it so that it just boomerangs and hits Eddie instead?
Yes, it does.
All right. Assuming I can actually do this.
Yeah.
Bet.
Fuck yes. Is this worth a point of luck?
You can use luck.
Oh.
How much luck points do you got?
So is a condition.
What is the condition for luck?
It's something about like a magical institution within your world will investigate.
Well, how many luck points have you used?
1.
You should be fine.
Got 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what? Sure. Let's give Eddie
You have
the
7 luck?
Fucking all or nothing.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, Jen. What are my stats for my now holy golden frying pan?
PUBG
Perfectly
of us.
seasoned.
Perfectly a seasoned walk.
It upgrades to a wash.
Yeah, it upgrades to a walk.
I just need like a dum.
Does the frying pan have an indent of Albric's face?
Yeah, so it has,
Oh my God.
there's a little bit, like, it's not on the inside, but, like, on the outside where it made contact, you can feel that there's, like, there's an indent.
Concave.
He's a hard-headed man.
Yeah. Base-wise, it's a 1, so this would, you get 2 points of hit damage.
Too close.
Yeah.
And
Remember, the close hand is just a descriptor for you to understand, rather than,
am
like...
I allowed to say it's throwable still?
Yep.
Throwable.
Yeah, you can throw it.
I
This is
think
important.
Felix grabs the hunting rifle and also kind of like slowly trudges over to Albrecht and is like, I really don't understand how your magic works, and I'm sorry, but I wanna learn. I'm gonna call upon you to just
Chop
figure
chop,
that out.
magic boy.
But I was just, I mean, if there's something about like there's a certain amount of like a wellspring, or if you have a certain amount of times that you can, or the concept of mana, like I totally would understand. But I would greatly appreciate it if you could bless this so that I can shoot.
The concept of mana.
Why the fuck does the Victorian child know
This is
this?
Diablo. Pop up, take a pot. Come on.
Okay, this is a little side thing about Felix that I kind of have in my own brain is that he's like studying to be like he's like a naturalist, so he's like he loves like that's kind of how he's the kind of kid who as a kid always would have like a frog in his pocket.
What?
So I think he's probably like he would go catch frogs.
I want to go back to that.
Anyways, I have that headcanon. But so I like this idea that he's very fascinated in the concept of the natural world, and so the idea of like magics was also probably something he read about. So he probably read the word mana in a book like once, and so that's why it's like the concept of mana.
I like the concept of mana a lot.
But anyways,
And Albert's like, I don't know.
would it be possible for you to potentially bless this gun?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I guess a question for the DM. Like,
Yeah.
Is he running into any sort of barriers while trying to do this?
You're growing more tired. I want to say that you're growing more tired. So internally, if you get like a 7 to a 9, there's going to be more of a caveat. Like,
Okay.
whereas typically with a spell slinger, if it's a 7 to 9, it kind of works, but there's like a magical like repercussion.
Mhm.
This, you're growing more tired, so it's going to be like it doesn't work anymore, or it's not as effective as it would be.
Felix raises the other half of his sandwich and is like, you can have the other half of my sandwich if that'll help replenish your mana.
Felix made a
Right.
full fucking sandwich in limbo.
Sandwich. in
No,
one
we
hand,
went to the
gun
kitchen
in
so we
the
could have a
other.
snack.
I know, it's just the fact that during this he made a full fucking sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Did you use the knife to make it?
Oh shit.
Holy sandwich.
Stabs the gun.
If my knife gets used to make a sandwich, I'm popping off shots.
You're about to roll for your third character.
I thought you were saying, can he use the knife to make the gun more holy and like pass
No,
the
no.
holiness from the knife to the gun? And
I
I
will
was like,
hit a
that's a
child.
great idea.
What if you tape the knife to the gun?
Make a bayonet.
Felix will probably do that. Anyways, this
Make a bayonet in an apartment building.
is a manor. Thank you very much.
Tally ho, lads.
That's a manner.
One of them has a spear. Like, this is not
Yeah.
that far off.
Yeah,
We
he
all
Still
have
has
hokey
his
things.
spear.
It's Atticus, so I feel like it's a kind of a short spear.
I read.
I'm sitting down again, viewers.
And that'll be dick joke number 73 of this
Yeah.
season.
I'm just enjoying the
That's right
outside
here.
world.
It'll be like I feel like the Atticus will like be slowly wrapping this knife like to the like he'll like tear off a piece of like a towel or something. He'll use another towel and he'll wrap it up. He's like, I read about this in a book about the Boer Wars. Like, but no, but the blessed of the thing.
Let's see how this goes.
I mean, this is the final boss. We all should get our shit blessed.
Yeah. 8.
What do you wanted to bless it like you did the others, right?
Yeah.
Again, the fatigue is like overwhelming you where it will work for about like one shot. Like it's not going to be repetitive.
So he blesses the bullet.
He blesses basically he blesses the bullet basically. However, it's like it because it's a like hunting shotgun, right?
Mm-hmm.
The hunting rifle.
Hunting rifle.
I thought it was like a ye old musket.
To harm far and loud.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck me, yes.
Yeah,
All right.
so it's going to just be like one shot. So you get only +1.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of it, you know.
I'll take it. I'm super excited.
And just because I think it'll be funny, Alexander will take off like one of his gun belts for the rifle bullets and give it to Felix. So he's kind of got like a bandolier over the honk shoe pajamas.
Wow, guys. Thanks.
Jen, while everybody's doing this,
Yep.
Can I roll for that secret thing I want to do?
Yes, you can.
And see if anybody notices.
Mhm.
Okay. That is an 11. And I don't know what I would add to that, but
So while the rest of you are equipping, Eddie, you kind of
take a step back.
step back towards one of the corners.
Oh, you're leaving without us.
No?
No.
Just kind of a ways from where you are very much, rightfully focusing on getting ready for the final battle. And kind of while like Albert is working to bless everything, you take the book without him noticing.
Whose book?
The Book of Faust.
Oh, okay.
I would assume he would kind of notice, like, soon
Yeah,
after.
can we like
Yeah, isn't
roll to
that-
see if any of us notice?
He rolled an 11. I mean,
You rolled an
Oh, okay, I
11.
didn't hear that. All right.
Yeah, you rolled an 11. And Eddie, what do you do with the book?
Simply tuck it away on my person. And again, none of you know any of this. I tuck it away in my person and just very, very discreetly take the list that I was previously reading and tuck it in almost like a bookmark in between. As it goes, Jen, if I may DM the DM ever so slightly.
Yeah, fine. Nah, whatever.
As it goes through, a small tearing sound may or may not be heard. Up to you, Jen, if you want to let them roll to see if they hear it.
What about Norma with her wolf ears?
Norma.
Yeah, very slight. It's
Norma
almost like
has
you're
advanced
tearing a post-it
hearing.
note.
So, Norma, you can roll.
What do I roll?
Like you're tearing a post-it.
I want you to roll investigate a mystery.
Eddie is being mysterious.
And you cannot use luck.
That is, it's plus sharp, so that's a dirty 12.
Oh, shit.
I wish to roll to manipulate somebody.
Well, let's see what she says.
Okay.
So you hear a tearing noise, and when you turn, you see that it's coming from Eddie. What do you do?
Well, so I don't see like him tucking the book. I just
You see him kind of like fiddling with something in
Ruffling.
Yeah, like ruffling, but you hear a distinct page tear.
God, would make sense.
The wand chooses the wizard.
I know.
And the wand should mind their own fucking business.
If you didn't steal,
You don't know that.
You just know you got.
I only hear
This
the.
is
I only hear. The,
yeah. What do you do?
So you're just ruffling with your pocket. I guess she would ask, "Is the list all right? I heard a little rip."
Eddie, roll manipulate. No luck.
I can't luck.
Can't luck.
Fuck
No
me. Okay.
luck.
Is there any modifiers to that? I want to know before I try to bless my dice.
Manipulate. I believe it's charm. So make
Yeah,
that fair to roll.
manipulate's charm.
That is an 11
Motherfucker.
plus charm. That is a dirty 12.
You keep the most stoic of faces as you just play it off.
May I lie?
By all means, lie your ass off.
Oh, paper? No. The frying pan that was just blessed. You
No,
see,
that was
it's
the chair,
very
I
heavy.
swear.
Yeah.
It's very heavy, and my belt simply couldn't take the weight. I had to adjust one of my straps.
Mama, you believe it.
Feeling bad about how she assumed with the rumor and attacked him. I think she's attacked him twice now. She's
Yeah,
gonna
you
believe
really-
it.
You've really
one on
been
purpose
like,
and one not on purpose.
yeah, you've really like fucked up Eddie.
It's amazing I'm still alive.
Yeah, so
My
believing
character is an
him
asshole.
and feeling bad about it, she's not gonna ask any more questions and turn her attention back to this weird magical blessing business that's going on.
Didn't Eddie almost kill Norma once though?
Shh, we don't talk
No,
about
he
that.
did.
Yes,
He
but she was
did kill
also
her.
in the fugue state. Well, no, we reversed
That's
time.
She was in the fugue.
We got time warped.
We got
Yeah,
time
I
warp.
time warp because we've got the concept of luck.
Time warp again.
But I'm just saying, like, she did almost die.
Yeah, there's a lot going on between these two. Alright, you go back to the group.
This will be relevant later.
Horrible.
Enemies
Horrible.
to lovers?
Enemies.
Love it.
I swear to God, if I get more of that Trav is a furry bullshit on this campaign,
You heard it here, folks.
enemies to lovers with the goddamn werewolf.
Get it
You
trending.
make the choices, not us.
The heart wants what it wants.
I simply do as the dice lead.
Look, you said you would smash Hallison.
As a bear, specifically.
Listen, I am a bear. It goes in my nature.
I wanted for the record that Travis didn't deny that he would fuck Hallison from Baldur's Gate 3 as a bear.
I'd fuck a bear.
You heard it here first, folks.
Episode 6, I'd fuck a bear.
We were wondering what we're going to call
Episode
this.
6, Eddie
Great
fucks a bear.
expectations.
the bear.
Colon.
Great answer.
I'd fuck a bear.
A bear.
All right, let's do the fucking.
All right.
Let's
All
go
right,
to the basement.
So, Eddie, lead the way.
We're going through the bush.
All right. These are all ready to go through?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
Yeah,
do the basement.
Felix has like a knife in his left hand and the gun that he does the like with the fucking like.
You can know it's the old one, so you gotta like do the lever.
Yeah,
it's
you do
lever
the-
action.
Bolt.
Yeah, he does the thing because I assume to be like he's been hunting, like he's a fucking Edwardian man. He's definitely been hunting.
Hunting
but
foxes.
I like the little knife and the. Let's go.
He does the really cool, like, you flip it around Remington style. And is just holding a knife. Like, he has no idea how to hold a knife, but he knows his way around a gun like it's the back of his
This is
hand.
America.
Oh my god.
Hey everyone, all my friends call me Flower, and I play the character Albrecht Elsinger. Albrecht, a character of few words, joins the party in search of knowledge from a mentor he never knew. From there, he finds out he's fallen into the ploy of a devious past, one he only happened upon, but which thrust upon him the price of a debt come due. If you've enjoyed what you have heard, share us with your friends on social media using hashtag rollnoevil. And maybe, just maybe, if you like this enough, come chat with us on Discord. Just go to our Roll No Evil link tree at linktr.ee/rollnoevil.
We're going to the basement. We're going to this mother. How long have we spent between all of the episodes that Eddie's trying to get us to go to this basement?
And you just blow them off.
At least 6 episodes, depending on whether we cut that one episode into 2 or not.
Like,
I have been trying to get to this fucking basement since episode 1.
All right, well, let's go.
Well, no.
Let's go.
Episode
We're
2.
armed and ready.
2.
Episode 2. I already knew. By episode 1, I'm doing this. All right.
Lead the way.
So, ooh,
All of you have gone to like the basement door. It's shut. You're all just kind of like crowded around it. So we're gonna begin from there.
are we all crowding around it like nobody wants to touch it?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to
I'm
go
just kinda, like,
first.
twiddling
Yeah.
my thumbs. I'm like,
Alexander will go to the door, like kind of lean against it. Is it a knob or a handle?
It's a handle.
Not a knob. You don't want any more dick jokes here.
What, you can't handle it? Ba-da-ba-ba.
Ready? Let's get this in recording.
The
That
knee
was-
slap.
That was authentic knee slap.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
So he'll push the handle down and slowly open the door with his gun out and look down the stairs.
It is pitch black down there. Immediately when you open the door, just this gust of cold, damp air hitting your face.
Is there a candle?
There's candlesticks and unlit candles, like, in the rest of the foyer.
Anyone have a match?
Can someone magic them all lit?
And does anyone have a match?
Yeah, does anybody have a match? One of you has fucking magic.
I have not seen him make fire.
I've shot fire.
I don't care how big the room is. I cast fireball.
But also, like, we don't want him to waste his magic. We don't want
He's
him to,
sleepy.
so like, we don't want him to waste his magic.
Sure,
Also,
he's
Alexander,
sleepy.
of all of the people, like, you seem the one who would be most likely to like smoke a pipe. So you feel like you'd be the
I
one
was
to have.
putting
Yeah,
it
I thought
out
you
there
were
in case
gonna-
someone else had it.
I also like the idea of, in the animated a series that eventually happens of Roll No Evil, that image of us looking down in this dark basement. It's like the Scooby-Doo, like
Yeah.
all of these heads like peer down, like sort of come around the corner to like I just that image really was good. But yeah, I feel like you'd be the most
It'd be
likely.
a terrible time to say that the matches were in his jacket too, huh?
What else do I got in this jacket?
Felix is like, what jacket?
His
I don't know.
entire inventory was in that
Yeah.
fucking jacket.
Felix, I don't
Matches
know
are
what
in
jacket.
his pants pocket.
Felix, what jacket? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're
Fucking
talking about.
klepto sister. He'll reach into his pocket
Okay.
and pull out a match and light a candle.
Alright, yeah.
Or a few.
We'll say you grab one of the candlesticks. So, like, you know, it's like a candlestick, so it usually has.
He's got a candelabra with him.
Yeah, at least
He
three.
has a
You're
rope.
descending the stairs like Christine in Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Sing once
Nah.
again with
With
me.
Has a candlestick, so it has like one on there, but they usually, at least like the old timers that I knew, they usually have the big fucking like candles on there.
As long as we have enough light.
Yeah, you got more than
Is
enough.
it scented?
It smells like death.
What scent
Yeah,
is this candle?
It smells like doom.
And wax?
My favorite flavor.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an old timey candle. It's gonna smell like animal
It just
byproduct.
smells musty.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
honestly.
section of Bath and Body Works are we going through?
We're in the beyond.
Tuberculosis.
We're in the Bed
Way
Bath and
beyond.
Body Works and beyond.
Bed Bath and tuberculosis.
Yeah, it's gonna smell like consumption.
All right, so we got candles.
Yeah, it's lighting enough for you to see like a few steps down, but not enough where it's lighting the entire basement.
I turn to everybody and Eddie reminds them, remember, we're here for the fur keychain. That's all we need, and then we can get out of here, we can return to the seance room, and we can figure out what we're going to do next. Remember that keychain. As we tiptoe and just
Yeah.
down these like creaky ass steps.
Yeah. So
I
as you
bet I sampled the stairs from my parents' house, and I'm like,
yeah.
Perfect.
So as you go down, the steps are of just wood that is beginning to rot. The walls go from a faded beige, slightly damp wallpaper to stone. It grows more and more cold with each step, beginning as a light chill to eventually frigid as you get to the concrete floor. The basement, from what you can see, as little as you can, is nothing atypical. It's a bit large, with shelves haphazardly placed at the bottom. No rhyme or reason. Close enough where you have to squeeze a bit to get past them. Lined on each are just various things, some a bit dustier than others, some that you instantly recognize, such as preserves, some old winter's clothes, some you don't really know, some old knickknacks, some framed portraits face down. You see some remnants of an older man's clothing, most likely belonging to the sister's father, as they look to be from a different era.
Are there any like shoes in that pile?
Felix has been going down there getting splinters all through his shit.
Taking some harm.
The man with no immune system.
No, Norma's just carrying him, like giving him a piggyback ride.
When Norma's not Wolf, how tall is she? Like 5'2"?
Sure.
This is adorable. I was
So
Yeah.
like a 6
But you
foot-
have to remember, she's super
But she's
strong.
strong.
She's
Yeah.
super strong, so she can like just
Yeah,
hold him
just the
up.
visual of a 6 foot Victorian child and a 5'2" woman giving him a piggyback ride.
He's 18.
Can
Now,
we-
now you know how I feel when you say Kevin.
You know what? Yeah, right. You know what?
but
You're right.
but now, mighty ghost host,
Yes?
is it cold enough that we wouldn't be able to like stand the cold?
It's cold enough where you can see almost little puffs of your breath. It's nothing too cold, but it is eerily cold.
But are there actual shoes? No, I
No,
want
they're shoes. They're shoes. You can grab
Can I
their
go-
shoes.
Can I roll to see if they're the right size?
Yes, I was about to say that.
Are there some
What-
socks too? Because gross.
No, there's no socks.
Felix over here clown shooting his way through the basement.
Okay, one second. Let me
This is the penultimate episode before the grand finale,
I'm rolling for
and about
shoes.
80% of it has been trying to find Felix some fucking shoes.
And we're at a shoe boutique.
Rolling
You know,
for shoes.
Just roll no modifiers.
We're like an
Just
hour and a
roll.
half into this episode. Finally getting Felix some
Yeah,
shoes.
we're an hour and a half in, and so far we've blessed everything and gotten shoes.
Okay, it was a 5, and I just want to say that I seriously considered using a luck point for some fucking shoes. But I'm not. It's a 5.
Mark experience.
Mark experience.
Mark experience on your shoes.
So you found a pair of shoes. They are of an older gentleman's variety. They are definitely like, they're not casual wear shoes, so they are far too like nice that you can't run in them.
Uh-huh.
Second, they are far too big.
Ye old Jays.
They are at least 3 sizes too big. So not even like you can like kind of deal with it. When you step up, there's a high chance that the front is gonna drag.
I think that he looks at them, he puts them on, sees how absolutely ridiculous he looks, and then he just like puts them back and is like, I think I'm okay. Just puts them back in the pile.
Okay.
Anyways, and then he looks up.
Are
and
there any
like,
socks?
Are there any socks?
Give him something first.
Yeah.
Roll for socks.
Roll for
Roll for
socks.
socks.
that was an 8.
Okay, so there is a pair of socks near those shoes. However, they are damp. They are damp with something like it's basement socks.
He's gonna barefoot it. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely. He like looks at them, and I feel like he gives them like a. I think it's like, and like
Yeah.
gives him a sniff, and then like
Yes.
holds them way out. I was like, and just like
The
drops them, just,
smell
like,
is making you gag, Norma, with your heightened senses.
Oh god.
The wolf inside of you.
The wolf
Throws up.
among us.
on second thought, I think I'll just have popsicle toes instead. Thank you.
But like, can we just collectively agree to Lion the Witch and the wardrobe our way through this and grab the coats?
You can grab coats.
Yeah, can I get a coat?
Yeah, Alex needs his fucking jacket back.
I want everybody to roll for a coat right now.
Okay.
Roll for
Okay.
coats.
Roll
for
my
coats.
coat.
While
Roll
we're
for
Fuck.
coats.
I got a 6. Felix is gonna die from pneumonia.
Got a 9.
okay,
I rolled a 9 as
10.
well.
I'm gonna go down the list. All right, so Felix, because you're shopping first, you find the only coat that you can find that fits you is very much looking to be like it was the grandmother's coat, and it's like knitted, so it's like moths have eaten it.
He takes the moth-eaten grandma sweater. You know
Okay.
what? Yeah, he ain't too proud for that.
It's a sweater that again it has been ravaged by moths. So instead of like hitting like at the waist, it's basically like a cropped cardigan.
Alexa, play sweater weather.
It is too cold.
I think it's too cold.
Yeah, you
and-
look like a grandmother with also your nightgown.
Literally, this is the thrift shop episode.
Felix just
Yeah.
I think Felix, you know what I think Felix does? I think Felix like looks down, looks at himself, and I think he like blushes a little bit because I think
Aw.
he's a little embarrassed.
He would
I
be
think he's a little
very embarrassed.
That's why I think he blushes.
And when like grandma, it would literally be a Victorian like sweatshirt. So now you are a little Victorian child.
A Balenciaga cardigan.
I think he's sort of like battling with the like, I'm a Victorian man, I rule the world, but not really because Felix never thought that way. But like, like I'm a man, and like also being like, okay, it's fine.
No
Victorian
shoes,
child.
cropped cardigan from Victorian era, and an Edwardian nightgown.
Yeah, I think he blushes.
You are the Victorian child playing dress up.
He blushes.
Listen, we can delete this if there's like any sort of censorship rules behind this, but like Felix is straight up serving cunt right now.
I would say that, however, it's a knit cardigan that's been in a basement. It's reeking.
Yeah, so are all of the Yeezy brands.
Yeah, he's serving. You're saying he's serving cunt. He's serving yeasty cunt. Like,
He's serving yeast infection.
Serving yeast infection.
Yeah.
Yes, queen.
I think also like fashion. I feel like also like Felix, like Felicity was probably the fashion-minded one. So I feel like he was looking at it, he's like, Felicity could see me now, like never hear the end of it, and then he like kind of
It's
gets sad.
avant-garde.
He like kind of gets sad for having that thought because then he misses, but he's like,
Listen, I will leave that up to do whether or not we censored that, but it needed to be said.
no. I wanted in a podcast serving yeasty cunt. I want that there.
Listen, we can say that we're gay.
Okay, Norma, what did you roll?
An 11.
Okay.
You find literally right next to the grandma cardigan. You pull out, it was the grandmother's like winter coat, and it fits you so well. And then in like the pockets, you pull out like ye old like butterscotch like candy.
A Werther's original.
I give her its original.
But the original Werther's originals.
Yeah, original with a capital O. So you have that now in your inventory.
Wait, how old is Norma?
She's 22.
Okay.
How old is Werther's original?
I think.
Great question. Is it as old as Tums?
I think, yeah.
Okay, introduced in 1969.
Oh. Nice.
So it's the
Yes.
original Werther's.
Give or
That's
take.
a great joke. That's a great joke. Oh, I didn't mean to hit the table. Sorry, do it for later, but that's a great joke.
All right. So you have a nice warm coat.
It's made of wolf fur.
It's also it's kind of a little stretchy. So when you like get into wolf form, it's not gonna break. It's gonna be tight, but it's not gonna break.
Made out of the Hulk's pants.
Yeah.
Fur on fur.
You're being chased by demons. I think a jacket with like a stretchy material is pretty.
That breaks my immersion.
All right, Alexander.
I rolled a 9.
You find a coat. It's a little thin, but it kind of looks like the one that you lost. Like not like it's a bit thin, so like you're still gonna be a little bit cold. But like it looks like the one that you lost.
You reach inside, there's another family photo in there. But a completely different family.
In the pocket, you pull out a portrait of the sisters and their parents.
He's not gonna wear the coat now.
All right, be cold. I don't give a
He'll be
shit.
cold.
Like your family.
Holy shit.
Sweet reference.
Sorry. Had to be so.
Cold like your family. Holy shit.
Hey, it's just his wife who's cold.
That's
I
true.
thought. Yeah, that's fair.
No, his kids
She's
are
still
alive.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
6
fuck
feet
you.
under.
She's still dead.
Yeah, fuck your dead wife.
What is up with all of you characters and your dead characters?
That wasn't Felix. That was Felicity whispering from beyond the grave.
So she's as cold as Felicity.
Oh,
Fuck your dead wife.
Yeah, well, Felicity's like, you got me there.
touche. Atticus, what'd you roll?
10.
All right, you find a nice winter coat as well. It definitely belonged to the father. It can go over like your like current outfit, but also is like kind of flexible enough or like size enough where like your movement is not
Not
hindered
restricted.
anyway. Yeah. Albrecht.
Rolled a 4.
Mark experience.
Yeah, I just realized I also had.
Yeah.
I have I have 4 out of 5
we get
experience. I
experience for
almost
this?
leveled up from this fucking coat.
Roll for drip.
Roll for drip. What you find as you think you spot like a nice cape, but as you do, your current cape gets caught on the shelf and rips.
Like a loose nail.
Yeah, like a loose tetanus-filled nail.
That's like his only character trait was the cape.
I know, that's like your entire character plot.
But
Cape.
now he has 2.
Oh,
Because it's split. It's split.
Now you have like a twin tail going on.
That's an arc.
1 cape per shoulder.
The thing that you thought was a cape happened to be a pair of discarded curtains that must have been stored and unraveled.
Wait, can you magic the cape back together?
We're just gonna drain this man of every ounce of mana that
he
he
is too
has.
tired
Great
for that.
news.
He's too tired for that.
Never mind.
I don't think that's an option.
Eddie, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
You find the most elegant overcoat. I mean, dazzling. With like a fur lining and some embroidery. It is very, very clearly the mother's discarded coat.
I wear it with pride,
It fits a bit snug, but well.
as most of my clothes do.
Tighten the shoulder.
A bit tight in the shoulders.
It's a bit tight in the shoulders, but
Whoever put Meryl Streep in the chat,
for
Atticus, thank you.
Oh,
Miranda
rocket.
Priestley. Yeah,
The
I
original serve.
I literally was thinking of that coat. Her like
Prada.
black coat. Yeah, because you see, like
It's-
it like flares out.
It's ye old Prada.
If anything, now because it I'm thinking of that one's like a little snug in the shoulders, but it flares out. So when you run, you look magnificent.
Listen, I am an entertainer by trade, and I am living up to every sense of the word.
There you go. All
I
right.
can't believe I have 4 out of 5 experience, and 2 of those are from the fucking shoes and the coat.
And you still don't even have shoes.
That coat was enough to make my accent come back. Don't I just look dashing?
No one has commented on the voice, by the way.
I
Like,
did. Felix did.
Oh yeah, Felix did. I'll give Felix.
Yeah,
that.
Felix told me to stop.
Yeah.
Felix said, no, Felix said you don't have to.
Yeah.
I was just trying to cheer up the young Victorian child of 8 years old.
Plus 10 years.
Plus 10 years.
So new
But
to the world.
mentally, he's 8 years old.
I feel like in 1904, 18 was like you already expected to like
You
have
had a child.
children.
You're a
Yeah.
child.
You're supposed
You're
to die
taking care
in
of
like
us
2
all.
years.
Yeah. Scarlet
Yeah.
Fever's around the corner.
You're having a midlife crisis right now.
Yeah, you're towards the end of your years.
Yeah, you get tuberculosis on your 21st birthday.
I'm ancient at what am I,
Tuberculosis,
26?
cholera?
Yeah.
God,
What
if
do you
you're
want?
ancient, what the fuck am I?
Like die. You're on death's door.
My guy's like 55.
You're literally Gramps.
All right, so we all got our drip.
Everyone's dripped up.
Basement. Does it like one big area, or like does it look like there's like smaller
Investigate a
rooms?
mystery.
I was gonna say, is there any way for us to tell with how little we can see?
Investigate mystery.
And that's sharp.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 9.
So obviously, you still can't really see all that much. Even like outreaching it the best that you can, trying to get some leverage, like, you know, with one of the shelves, you can't see all that much in front of you. And as well, the shelves there's no rhyme or reason to how they've been placed. It isn't just rows of them or things like that. It's one that is going one way, another that hangs off of it like a corner. It looks almost like a maze, the way that they're set up. Unintentionally.
Eddie would like to roll on a hunch.
You can roll a hunch.
Ow.
I want to roll for L.
That's a plus sharp, so that is a 9.
You're looking around as well, I assume.
Yeah. My hunch is trying to remember the flashback. I saw it on the ground, on the damp floor, meaning that it's probably not on one of the walls, and I would like to go that way.
That damp floor. The entire place just has this basement dampness. It's a cellar for the most part. It's sunk into the earth, and the earth is trying to reclaim it. Is the best way to put it.
It's Poetic
I
as
love that.
And you said it's like looks like it's set up like a maze.
It unintentionally, like I'm not saying that it is a maze. It looks like, just like as an adjective,
Very asymmetric.
with
it's
like the shelves and all that.
yeah, like
shit.
I said, there's no rhyme or reason to how they've been placed. Like it looks as though the shelves were just put up as they've been needed, and then
Like a hoarder's garage.
yeah, like there's still room to walk in between. Like the floor is clear that you can walk, but there's some finagling to go back and forth that you need to do. Your hunch, Eddie. You remember kind of a layout roughly of how the shelves were, but nothing that you can visually see where it is, nothing where you can get an idea. You can recall how it was on the floor and the shelves where it was against like one shelf, like it was just against it, like to its face, and then there was two that kind of almost angled outside of it, almost like the top of like an octagon. You know what I mean? Like so, like one and then two going either side.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's surrounded by shelving.
It's surrounded by shelving. However, again, you're
In
not
at
gonna
least
know.
one direction.
You're not gonna know where that is.
My question was going to be to like investigate a mystery, because the stuff we're dealing with is like paranormal, creepy, spooky feeling vibe.
Mhm.
Try and figure out which direction or area of the basement gives like that vibe the most.
So the way that I'll do this instead is, so you said just entered. You found coats, and those were like in the general, like you can still see the stairs. From where you're at, there is 3 directions that you can comfortably go through. And I say comfortably, I mean like really you can go through. There's one on the left, one in the center, and one in the right. You know, so you can see those are the entrances, and how you want to go about that is for you to decide.
Eddie has an idea.
Go for it, Eddie.
Norma.
The wolf senses.
This locket
Sniff it out.
was my prized possession.
You're-
And I kept it on me always inside my coat pocket. Is there any chance you'd be able to sniff it out?
Sniff for your rabbit's foot?
Yeah, the rabbit foot keychain that I always kept in my pocket, so like I can open my coat and give you something to base it off of. But is that a possibility?
Smell me.
Smell
like a
me.
bomb
Smell
sniffer
me.
dog.
Listen, now that I know that she has superhuman hearing, I'm assuming that the rest of the wolf-isms apply.
The great ghost host? Can I smell for his keychain?
Roll for smell.
So you have, what do you have under like your animalistic, like the base, stuff like that?
Just as for like attacks, I have base teeth and claws.
Okay.
Let's see, shapeshifter, you change your form.
Yeah.
Um,
You should be able to. I just want to double check.
you gain +1 to investigate a mystery when using an alternative form superior senses.
Yep,
Example,
yeah, okay,
smell
you're good.
for a wolf. So
Yeah,
I have
you're
to
good.
change into a wolf.
Yeah, you have to change.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
nervous.
shit.
Because every time you've changed, I've gotten fucked up.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, you have
so-
to change.
So Norma would say, I could try, but I would have to change.
Can you change back without hurting us?
I don't want to repeat a last time.
Yeah, I could.
It is a risk that I am willing to take. And as I say this, I just kind of like very subtly sidestep towards Atticus. And while y'all debate whether or not it's okay for you to turn, I lean into Atticus and I say, keep the necklace ready.
Yeah, Atticus will grab the necklace.
Because if this goes wrong, you know what to do.
Atticus nods.
I'm upset, but
I like the subtle back, like the subtle pack these two have made to make that locket a fucking silver garrote.
I mean, that's essentially what it was.
Yeah,
Listen,
it
every
was.
single time that she has turned into this alternate form, I have been thrown through walls. So I'd rather not do that again before the grand finale.
Felix is like so excited to see this.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 9.
So you feel, like your form expanding once more, your body changes, and the coat does not rip. It is trying to.
Fur on fur.
It's fur on fur. However, just as it had been, you're still there mentally. Norma is still there this time around, but it's fighting to get control.
Did you have the +1 for your wolf senses?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that would make it a 10.
Yeah. You only have a bit of time before that takes over once more. You're still there right now. I'm going to put this, by the way, isn't like Monster of the Week rules. I'm just doing it because I think it'd be fun. I'm going to put a timer on my phone.
Oh, God.
You
You're
have
not going
this...
to tell us what that timer is, are you?
No. Why would I?
All right, so once she transforms, she immediately feeling
Hold
this.
on.
She
Hold on.
Alright.
On.
Oh wait. Okay.
You have... It's not going to be a long amount of time.
Yeah.
Y'all better not be thinking about your dialogue. Y'all better start talking
All right.
immediately.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, now seeing that she has transformed, fuck, I have to move my mic. Eddie just kind of comes over and turns his outer coat pocket inside out. There's a little bit of fur still in there from where the keychain used to be, and I just lean it in towards Norma to get a good whiff, all the while looking at Atticus with an eye of like, be ready.
She smells it.
All right. What do you want to do? I'm not going to guide you. You have to go.
No, I immediately sniff it. Do I
Yeah.
pick up the scent?
Yeah, you're going to be able to pick up a scent.
All right,
down
then
there
I
somewhere.
immediately bolt towards the scent.
That now you have to roll investigate a mystery.
Now I roll that. Okay, I roll again.
Yeah.
Pull away.
To see if
Yeah.
we go down the right path.
Yeah, investigate a mystery.
Make
Because
sure
you
we
can
stay-
pick up a scent, no problem. It's following through with the scent
In a maze.
Make sure we stay close
in
to
the
her.
dark.
It's an 11.
All right, you get a strong whiff of it. It is. I'm also pausing during this time, so don't worry.
Thank you.
Yes.
When it's DM time, I'll pause. You catch a strong whiff of this hair. You go in expecting the scent that Felicity has had, or Eddie has had. Any human you've come across has. This doesn't smell like it. It smells like another animal.
I mean, yeah, it's a rabbit.
Well,
It's a keychain.
yeah, but it smells odd. It smells not quite like rabbits you would have you would have come across before. There's something odd about it, almost like the small stench of sulfur riddled between the strands. But you get a clear idea of where it's coming from through this labyrinth, and you are able to follow it pretty directly. And resume.
Tally ho!
Yeah, no,
says
she
Ed,
bolted.
Let's go.
She's running.
as we
Quick
follow
as-
Norma.
I'll be behind her, so there's the light with her.
All right. Yeah. So you're gonna follow it as yous are going in. Norma with her big werewolf mass. You're hitting the shelves. You're jostling. Yeah. They're hitting the shelves. They're it's jostling things that are there. Whatever's around, and you can hear it. You can see it. Even those all the way in the back of this line, because things are so narrow, you would have to be in a line. Even back then, you could hear the creaking of these almost disintegrated rotten wooden shelves. Every so often you can hear certain jars breaking, little metal trinkets hitting the floor. Let's determine then the order of how people are following Norma. So Norma would definitely be in the front, behind would be Alexander. Roll 1d6.
Everybody?
No, you two are fine. So it's Norma, Alexander, Eddie, Felix. We'll say Atticus and then Albrecht. Albrecht in the very back. As you go there, Albrecht, you're starting to have to you're starting to get spooked because you hear the crashes before you see it. that Norma is hitting down. At a certain point, as you like round a corner, like another thing falls, but like the shelf didn't move. But something definitely fell. But you didn't hit that shelf. I want you to roll act under pressure.
The
All of us or
ghosts
just
throwing
one?
shit.
Oof, that's a -1 for me so far. So 6.
Mark experience.
You see like an item just falling. Like a few of like just random things falling from a shelf that like Norma didn't hit, but you just run immediately past. Alright? While this is happening, you know, basement is a lot larger than you think. It is like winding, you're having to like scrunch up against some of the shelves, stuff like that. And while you do, like, it's getting more and more cold. It's growing mustier. It's not pleasant whatsoever. Poor Felix, your feet are beginning to ache from the cold. The floor is kind of wet. Like, it's like it's gross. Kind of stumble a little bit as, like, you know, like, almost like slipping a little bit.
Eddie, like, as we're running through all these things and seeing kind of the chaos of this line, just kind of yells out to the group, remember the keychain. Find my beloved's keychain and we can leave.
Now, none of you have seen the keychain since
The vision, but Felix doesn't know what it looks like.
Felix has no idea.
I'm like, I heard it was a rabbit, and I heard keychain, so I think like could probably piece it a little bit, but it's like, all right, thing that looks out of the ordinary. Well, let's fucking go.
Like, the other things make sense.
Yeah, it's a rabbit keychain.
It's like a keychain?
But I know what a keychain is. Are we still on the clock, or are we?
Yeah.
Fuck, go, let's go.
You're navigating through stuff like that. Felix, again, there's more rustling within the back. Like, more items are falling, stuff like that. Poor Felix, you're starting to have to, like, navigate over, like, broken stuff, because the more that Norma is moving, yeah, no shoes. The more that Norma is moving, her movements are getting less controlled. So it's starting to go down, stuff like that. You narrowly miss something and, like, headbutt.
I'm shouting out to Eddie after he says something about the keychain. What are we looking? What is this thing we're looking for again? Why do we care? No, I know why. I know it's one of our items, but why? What exactly am I looking for?
It belonged to the love of my life. It is the only thing that ties me to everything that is happening around here, and I need to find it immediately.
That's a weird answer to that question. He says while he's running and trying to
And we
like hop
continue
over
to run.
stuff.
Yeah.
As the timer ticks down.
Yeah. Norma, as you round a corner, I need you to roll act under pressure.
Okay. Oh boy. That's a 2.
As you bump up against the shelf, it's like you're rounding a corner, so like one like your shoulder would hit, you feel that shelf hit back. Where you lean on it, it leans back towards you. You don't see what moves it, but something moved it. Alexander, you see a flicker in like between the shelves. Do you investigate? Do you just keep moving forward?
Quick investigation.
Quick investigation. Roll.
8.
You see like a large figure like immediately past one of the shelves. It's so fast, you just see like a blurb of a lighter color, and that was it. You definitely saw something. It wasn't just a curtain. It wasn't just fabric. You're past that.
Does Eddie also see this?
I mean, Alexander will point out that he saw something.
Okay, yeah, if Alexander's like pointing something out.
Yeah.
Go.
We must be getting close.
Eddie, Violet helped me get to where the ring was. Ask her to help you find the keychain.
I pause for a second. Who the fuck is Violet?
His
His
wife.
Dead wife.
Got you. Okay.
The cold woman.
True.
Very
It
cold.
is cold in here. Eddie kind of wrestles with it for a second, not fully understanding what it is that is going to be in front of him, but understanding that he's going to get close, and just mutters to himself, Violet, if you're there, help me.
What?
I
What?
meant
Ask
ask the love of your life.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay.
Let my wife rest in peace, damn it.
Violet,
You
please.
keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I will Smith Eddie.
You know what? Deserved. I'll take a point of damage for that. Jen, you don't even have to fill in the blank. It's deserved at this
The
point.
jar falls on your head.
Okay, now ask the love of your life to help because we're on a timer.
Daisy, my love, if you are there, reveal yourself. I know that we're close.
Who was the one who had Eddie's rumor?
That was Norma.
Norma. You know the name Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
You know the name Daisy. It almost takes you back a little bit. That part of you that's still in control. You remember it from the show that Eddie was a part of. That weekly broadcast that you tended to enjoy. Asking Miss Daisy. It was that silent guide that Eddie would speak on the behalf of. She was a mystery. You never heard of her. This unknown figure. As you roll forward in the candlelight, it's starting to flicker. It's starting to just billow in the breeze as you go through. The scent is getting stronger as you're there, and you can almost see how the shelves are beginning to go into that sort of like octagon shape. They're not quite there yet, but they're starting to.
Is Daisy the rabbit?
No.
Daisy is my one true love.
God damn it, Travi. God damn it. God
I just
damn it.
I just had this whole fucking moment sitting here where I
God
was
damn
like,
it.
I just had this like whole existential crisis. and I was
damn
like,
it.
God damn it.
Daisy.
You just had to ask, didn't you, Em?
I'm so confused.
Daisy is the rabbit whose foot is on the keychain.
Yeah,
Fucking
but
Jen,
there was a
continue.
newspaper about Daisy dying. That's how
Jen,
Yeah.
Did the
continue.
newspaper say it was a person?
Did it have a photo of the person?
Or
A
did
great
it just say
question.
Eddie
Nope.
is mourning Daisy or whatever?
Fucking rabbit.
So you're
Okay,
going through
sorry.
the maze.
Sorry, we're
By
running
the way,
maze.
Yous are still on the clock.
Yeah,
Fuck, I'm
that's
We're
sorry.
still on the clock. We're going through the maze.
You're going to
I
the
call out to Daisy.
You're calling it Daisy, Daisy. Atticus, you feel something swipe at your arm from between the shelves.
Fucking funicular.
Roll act under pressure.
Under pressure?
Yeah, you feel something like kind of swipe, but it could just be the shelf. You don't know.
That's 10. Yeah, that's a 10.
Then you can almost see like a talon or something just kind of like flicker through like the opening of like the back of a shelf as if there's nothing on the back. You don't get quite a clear look, but you do hear like a thud. You hear a harsh thud as it goes backwards. And you hear that thud again, and you hear it again. It goes silent, and then it comes back again. Right near as you round a corner, while you have 18 seconds left on this clock, and you discover the formation that you remember from the vision. This shelving of just random items, and right at the floor of it, just as you saw, the keychain. So I'm gonna stop the timer. Norma, you can return, you cannot. That was 18 seconds, and I kind of let it go a little bit. So,
My mind
Just
is
so
just
shook
boggled
fucking
right
rabbit.
now.
well, you found the keychain.
So yeah, if she sees the keychain, Norma will immediately ult her back.
Eddie also sees the keychain and tries to rush in to grab it as quickly as possible.
Rush in.
Rabbit.
Grab the rabbit.
You can rush in and grab it. There's nothing
Do I need
stopping
to
you.
roll?
No, there's
Okay.
nothing stopping you. You go forget it. It almost feels like in all of this frigidness, just a wealth of warmth, like a fire on a winter's day, as you get it back in your grip.
Just hold it against my cheek.
The hair is still soft. It looks as though it wasn't even marred by the rest of the environment.
Yeah.
Rabbit.
You're like, oh, not furry.
Like,
Yeah, was that one of the rumors?
Do you say that? Do you say this as Felix?
Like, yeah, you know what? I think he does.
Did you fuck a rabbit?
Excuse
I'm
me.
really confused.
That wasn't one of the rumors, but I wish it was.
It's not a rumor because it's
You
true.
just said you weren't a furry, but now.
Honestly, that would be something Atticus would say.
Eddie sheds a single tear now, feeling that he has reached some sort of level of completeness to his character.
Love is love, but let's get the fuck out of here.
And I say Daisy's name one more time as I say, Daisy, I found you at last.
Thump. You hear that same thumping on the floor. Boom. Thump.
You say that, and Norma's like,
Well-
wait, because Norma listened to the show. She's like, Daisy's been a fucking rabbit this whole time.
We made
Do you
it
say
canon
that?
that fucking Felix also like listened to the show. That was canon in the last
Right,
episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so like Felix is just like,
See, now,
Yeah.
if you guys are canonically asking Eddie, I'll turn around and just be like, yes, I thought that much was obvious.
So we got a cannibal and a rabbit fucker. Okay.
The love of my life, the most beautiful hair.
He laid out
Why
all
do
the
you
clues.
think I kept saying on the air that she was the most beautiful hair I've ever seen?
I mean, my wife had beautiful
I'm
hair.
so upset. I'm so upset.
She wasn't a fucking rabbit.
Do you see a ring? Like,
It's starting to make sense why we're in this situation.
Eddie is perplexed at the fact that nobody understood what was happening. I told you guys at the very beginning of the seance that this belonged to my beloved.
Yeah, could have
Whose
been
foot
a
did you
lucky
think it
fucking
was?
rabbit's foot.
You think everybody just goes around owning a rabbit's foot?
Norma's gonna point to Alexander. He has his wife's ring. His wife wasn't a ring.
Yeah. Do you see a ring? Didn't think so.
Maybe you weren't married.
Your beloved could have been your fiance when you died. Like, that's what I thought.
That's what happened to
All right, we're getting sidetracked. Let's get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we're damned here.
As this conversation is happening,
Let's
we hear the
put the
thumping.
rabbit fucker in the front.
There's thumping happening, but the rest of you are caught up in conversation. We'll say
Well, I just want to, like, we've dealt with ghosts, we've dealt with zombies. Norma's a werewolf. She's almost killed everyone like twice, and we're I just can't wrap
you are
my-
perplexed around. It's a rabbit.
A rabbit
is-
fucker.
Rabbit fucker.
Rabbit fucker. Rabbit fucker.
Oh my god.
All right,
Do you
let's
realize
go.
how hard it is to pick up women as a radio host? It's not like I can go to the bars and just be like, well, how do you do, my fine dear? That's how you get a restraining order.
So you went to
Was
rabbit?
she a
Like-
magical rabbit? Like, how did she conjure, like, the talking to the dead? Was that just you?
I'm just thinking about the logistics of this.
Okay, well, we'll discuss this after we get out of here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Thumper in the background.
Yeah.
Does that noise turn you on?
Rabbit fucker, you take the lead. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing. No noise.
Fuck.
It's behind me, isn't it?
You want it to be.
The rabbit
Daisy?
fucker's about to get fucked.
Turn around. The candlelight has the wick on the candle has started to go down so far the light is starting to dim enough where it's not until Eddie turns around and Alexander raises the candle where you just see the gauntish figure of easily like 7 foot hulking half rotted animated corpse.
A human corpse?
It ain't human.
It's a fucking rabbit.
What big ears you have.
And it's missing a foot.
White hair covering its body, its teeth rotting and yellow, and its mouth salivating as it looks down upon you all with eyes as red as the sky outside. It raises one of its hands, clawed from a stump of where a foot once was, claws covering where the hand should be. Its breath wretched, and it is ready to attack.
Daisy?
Does this turn you on right now?